Last night we got the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 227 leaks, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about everything that we saw. Chapter 227 starts with Kusakabe not really understanding the mechanism of how you could heal burnt out curse technique through reverse curse technique, and Yuta says it's not impossible since Gojo just showed it. He does know it's more like an engine getting overheated. You have to wait until it's cooled down to reuse it. From here we see that Maki chimes in and she says that reverse curse technique can fix but it can't cool down. Yuta says that that's what he thought until now, but his understanding wasn't enough. Yuta starts to worry that Gojo might be doing something really overwhelming right now and burning himself out. From here we cut back to Sukuna and Gojo. Sukuna uses Malevolent Shrine and expands it to its full extent, and Gojo opens his domain while Kusakabe shouts at Gojo saying, "Are you stupid? What are you thinking?" Ino wonders if Gojo is trying to repeat the same thing again, but Shoko essentially yells at him saying that Gojo isn't such a softie. Higuruma notices that Gojo has been switching the conditions of the inside and the outside of his domain, which means that Gojo's barrier is now strong against the attacks from the outside. Kusakabe whines, wondering how Gojo can switch up the conditions of his domain so easily. I think this really goes to show how powerful Gojo is, especially in this situation. It's really cool to see that he's being scaled this well against Sukuna. So then we cut to Sukuna and Gojo going at it. Sukuna starts to land some punches. Sukuna uses domain amplification while using domain expansion, which is really interesting. Gojo doesn't really care about him throwing punches as he goes to fight Sukuna back, and then realizes that Sukuna's must-hit effect from the shrine also seems to be turned off, which is really interesting. We then cut to Kenjaku, which explains that people who don't get affected by Gojo's infinite void are Gojo himself and whoever he's touching. Sukuna kept in touch with Gojo to survive the void and got rid of his must-hit effect inside the domain to enhance attack power outside of Gojo's domain. And because of all of that, Gojo loses the domain battle against Sukuna again. Yuji wonders why, and Kusakabe realizes Sukuna might have also changed the conditions of his domain like Gojo. Kashimo comes forward and says if Gojo dies, he's really gonna go out and fight Sukuna, which is I think really interesting because we've seen Kashimo get a little skittish, especially with these last couple of chapters. To everyone's surprise, Sukuna's cuts aren't really deep. Kusakabe tells everyone it's due to a falling blossom emotion, which is a secret anti-domain technique passed down in the big three families. Gojo tells Sukuna he had learned it when he was a kid, but he hadn't used it so far. I really like this. I really like that Akutami is including things that we didn't know about Gojo, that we didn't know about the big three families. Like this falling blossom emotion is so cool that Gojo has that just in his back pocket. It makes me wonder what else he has in his back pocket for these next couple of chapters. Gojo uses his domain again, but expands it absolutely massively. Kashima says Gojo is doing it to cover Sukuna's range as Sukuna expanded his domain as well. Higuruma says that although it won't be destroyed from the outside, it's useless if he loses the fight inside. From here, we come to the end of the chapter where Gojo shrinks his domain into the size of a little ball, and we see that Gojo and Sukuna are in his domain now, which is really interesting. We don't have a break next week, so we will have stuff coming out shortly before Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 drops. Very excited for that. That will actually be the day before, as Jujutsu Kaisen Season 6 drops on the 6th. This will come out on the 5th, Chapter 228. I am so excited for this. I'm going to make a whole video about my Chapter 228 theory or preview, or you guys know I do that every week. But this is so exciting. I really love that they've included stuff that we didn't know about Gojo, that we didn't, have knowledge about, that he has things in his back pocket. I think it's unbelievably cool that Akutami decided to go ahead and do that. So yeah, nice short video, quick chapter 227 overview, my chapter 228 preview, and theories will be a little bit longer, but there you guys have it. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Absolutely love to see Gojo win in this fight. Thank you all. Love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.